Aloha, everybody. Welcome to episode.
We're keeping all of this in. We're keeping all of this in.
Aloha, everybody. Welcome to episode 4 of Debate Tymes podcast, where we debate about food. My name is Justin, and here we have tonight is Dane the Pain. We haven't seen him in 2 episodes lately, but now he's back. But then again, we don't have the other 2. But that's okay, because we can work with 2 people.
So she's just dealing with me today.
As long as, I have somebody else to help talk with that's not like, I'm not fumbling around with words.
He's going to be like, this or that, this kid. We're done.
Pretty much. Yeah, it's pretty much just going to be like that. Yeah. So anyways, the segments are going to be changed a little bit because I took 2 weeks off from doing a podcast because it kind of was getting a little of editing 2-hour podcasts. So I decided to condense it a little bit to an hour 30. And there's also some other projects that I'm trying to work on at the moment that that doesn't require me to do a lot. So I'm trying to help myself in scheduling wise and trying to space out all of my projects. So it's not gonna change drastically. It's still gonna be the main focus. Like, we're gonna debate about the 2 topics, and then we're also gonna be like, there's that secret tier list. There's always gonna be a tier list. So I'm also, if there is food news that I'll mention it before we do the tier list. And so, yeah, we're going to just do 30-minute segments of different topics, and then we're going to just go into it. So tonight, episode 4, Justin, what are we talking about? That's a good question.
Justin, what are we talking about?
That's a good question, Dane. That's a good question. So tonight we have 2 topics that we're going to debate about. 1, burrito or taco, and nigiri or maki, the maki roll. So let us start with burrito or taco. Dane, what do you prefer?
First of all, for everyone listening, they should mention what is a burrito and what is a taco. For clarification purposes.
What is a burrito? You're making me do more.
Yeah.
So a burrito is a dish, and I wish Google gave me a straight up answer.
It's a dish.
So,
Sorry.
Ripping off from Wikipedia, a burrito is a dish in Mexican and Tex-Mex cuisine, consisting of flour tortilla wrapped in a sealed cylindrical shape and around various ingredients. The tortilla is sometimes lightly grilled or steamed to soften it, make it more pliable, and allow it to adhere itself when wrapped. Now, what is a taco? Taco. We're going to also use Wikipedia. A taco is a traditional Mexican dish consisting of a small hand-sized corn or wheat tortilla topped with a filling. The tortilla is then folded around the filling and eaten by hand. A taco can be made with a variety of fillings, including beef, pork, chicken, seafood, beans, vegetables, and cheese, allowing great versatility and variety. Wait, I'm pretty sure you could do the same thing with...
Yeah.
You could do that with the burrito, right?
From what I've looked up, did my research and stuff, the whole burrito is essentially what a taco is, but more of a northern Mexican and hence Tex-Mex.
Mm-hmm.
It's become more of a style like that. Like, if you go to more like southern Mexico or anything like that, a lot of them don't even do burritos at all. Because like the more common thing, like the whole fried tortilla, the hard shell taco.
Yeah.
That's an American thing.
Yeah, it is.
That's not a normal. That wasn't originated from they adapted from the tortilla and they decided on being the Americans that we are and fry everything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And that's how we ended up getting the hard shell taco, basically.
Now, despite it with its origins, what do you prefer out of a taco? Do you like soft shelled or?
It varies from time to time, to be really, really honest.
Mm-hmm.
Normally, I would go with more of a, definitely not a Taco Bell hard shell. I don't care for those. I like it when they make the taco, they put it all together, and then they fry it as a whole.
Oh.
So it's almost like a enclosed taco burrito-esque. You've seen that. That's when you get like those actual like fried tacos.
And now I want one.
Right? Like, if you get like the typical with a pre-made shell and then you just do the fixings in it, I honestly don't ever want that type of taco.
So you want the
but
authentic kind,
and
fried.
and I've had authentic tacos. Remember
Mhm.
the fact that Lula was here
Yes. Yes.
and she made tacos for us, and that's the first time I've ever tried it in the style where it was a hard shell, but she made all the fixings, put it all together
Oh
in the tortilla,
man. Oh
and then fried
man.
that. And I was like, this is a game changer. And it's a very common thing.
Yeah.
That's usually how it's prepared, and I've seen that. So,
Oh.
I get it. Taco Bell is the number one Mexican restaurant voted
Quote
in
unquote.
America,
Yes. Quote
quote
unquote.
unquote. But until you've had one of like I would say like a fried taco instead of like a hard shell taco,
Mhm.
I know it's like I said, it's really the best way to describe the difference between the two. It's like, yeah, it's game changing.
it kind of
Um,
like
yeah.
it really
It
just
also
comes down
depends
to
on
just I don't know.
was
I'm
that
just trying to think. They're I wouldn't say they're similar. It's just obviously it's the shell or outer layer is two different things, but
mhm.
like
And then I know like usually tortilla is not necessarily always corn too.
yeah, it's
Um,
there's obviously
if
the
I'm not
flour.
mistaken, like an actual like Mexican tortillas and stuff like they use like I don't think they even use corn.
They don't?
I think it's flour is the
Oh crap,
more
we need holy
I
moly in
think the
here.
corn I think the corn tortilla is more versatile towards Tex-Mex than the flour tortilla. If I'm not mistaken. I'm looking it up actually.
Okay. Do we need
Yeah, we need someone with experience
who
that's outside of
I
Hawaii.
think we need holy moly because
Yeah,
he's
cuz
spoken about this before.
yeah, he's way more into it and we need clarification or
Unless he's streaming right now. Oh,
representation.
he's streaming right now. No, he
Oh,
won't be
he
joining.
is. Whoops.
He can't join us.
Tell
That's
him
fine.
stop his stream his
Stop
podcast.
streaming and help us with this podcast because we can't decide
Hey,
what's going on.
tacos.
Yeah, he
You
is
know what?
streaming.
Watch this. Watch this, Justin. I'm gonna
Hmm.
go into. Is he in your Discord? He is.
Yes.
Is he?
Is he? I thought he was.
No, I don't know. I gotta find out.
I
We're
mean, he's in
chilling.
Erica's
Oh
server,
no, that
so.
yeah. Let's see. I don't understand your. No offense, but I don't understand your Discord.
What about it? It's expansion mansion. There's nothing to explain.
No, I mean, there's no like specific rooms to
There
talk
is
and
not.
things.
No, there
Yeah,
is
it's kind
not.
of like all over the place. With a lot of voice channels.
I know, unnecessary. I'll clean it up. Though.
Oh, right there, there, there. At
It's a chaos mansion,
holy.
but it's an expansion mansion. There's an expanse. It's one of those houses where have you ever heard of those houses where they just
Oh no,
build
he's not here.
with
Yeah.
no purpose? Like they're actually there's actual hallways that leads to dead ends. That's like my house. That's my Discorder now.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
But going off tangent, but
Yeah. Join the Discord and find out what he's talking about.
how much of a mess it is.
Yeah.
No, but
Going off of experience, from just personal experience, not obviously it's gonna be just our own opinion. Take it with a grain of salt, or maybe a lot of salt, depending on how salty you like your tortillas.
please not too much though. You don't want to get gout in the future.
Oof, gout now.
But anyways, I would say, okay, if I was a really hungry dude and I only had the choice between the two, I'd probably go for the burrito. Not because it tastes.
Oh, I thought you were talking the different types of soft and hard shell taco. I was still
Oh,
on that.
but you're still on
Okay,
that?
no. When it comes down to it, I'll take a burrito over a taco.
Because I feel like a taco would be like a light type of dish. I mean, like it's not like you can't get more and more, but like
Well, because the idea of a burrito that we know is like the double XL steak chalupa and all
exactly,
that
and
kind
they
of not
stuff
chalupa, the
so
burrito.
much stuff in there, and
Or even if not, if you go to like somewhere like Moe's and all that stuff,
oh
they
yeah,
have
Moe's. No, Moe's
the
will
home wrecker,
stuff.
the home wrecker.
Moe's
You
will
know?
just stuff it. When I was
Yeah.
working with Brugge, in 2017, I would
Oh,
always
that's
go
right
to
across.
Moe's. I would go to
Ooh,
Moe's right after, and like they would
ooh,
just
it's nasty.
stuff their burritos, and I don't think I ever finished mine in one go, and I'm usually the guy that finishes stuff in, like in one.
Speaking of like, I mean, I know it's a little bit variation from a burrito or taco, but you ever had roti,
Oh, I've always
the
wanted.
Indian version?
Yeah, I've
It's like an
always
Indian take
wanted.
on it. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's really good. I mean, you got to be into Indian food too. It
Th-
can be acquired for
That and
sure.
like, the uh
The sauces that become like, oof.
the sauces, and there's also was it another type of bread? Pita. Pita's also like PITA, not
No,
PETA.
yeah, no, I know.
Do
Yeah.
we need to have a debate on that? Brody
What,
versus
roti versus pita? Oh my
uh,
god. But anyways, yeah, I've always been more of a fan partial to burrito because honestly, 90% of the time, whenever I get either a taco or burrito, it's usually something that I'm gonna eat either while driving
yeah,
or like eat
yeah,
immediately.
yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
really gonna be if I'm not sitting down at a restaurant. Anytime I go to like any kind of Mexican or Tex-Mex restaurant, I'm
Mhm.
not even getting a burrito or a tortilla or a taco. I get like other stuff on the menu.
Oh yeah,
You
yeah,
know,
yeah.
with the wild rice and the Spanish rice and all the kind of other stuff.
Okay, we're on this
Um,
topic, but I have a confession. I can't actually like my body for some reason can't like indulge in authentic Mexican. I don't know
mm,
if it's just like
the
something in me,
spices don't do sit well with you.
but like I have like I'm so I when I eat authentic Mexican, I feel full. And usually that feeling of
Hmm.
fullness goes away in like a couple hours. No, that feeling of fullness just not like it stays
It
for
sits, yeah.
hours. It sits. Like it's probably what the beans and like it's just like backed up in my stomach.
Hmm.
So I can't lie down after like a few hours. I'm still like, oh. So uh
Where do you usually go?
there was this one authentic Mexican place that I used to go in town, um, like downtown Honolulu, where I used to work.
Hmm.
Erica knows more about it because she took me there. That was one of the places, and then another time was
Was it
like
Los Chaparros?
I don't remember the name. I'm gonna be honest. I'm trying to.
Okay. There's that one place
Let
in
me see if I
Kali,
can.
literally called Mexico Restaurant. We've been there a few
Yes,
times.
yes, I know that place. I
That's the
never
one in Kali.
tried.
That one's pretty good.
I never
I
tried.
enjoy it. I like that one.
Uh,
Um,
but it wasn't always there though, because I don't. I also had
yeah.
authentic in like Washington, and I'd had the same. So I think
Hmm.
it's
Hmm.
something like an ingredient or something that's just like sits in my stomach for too long.
It could be
So
just the different spices you're not used to. I mean, it comes down to, especially since you said you had that issue when you were in Washington.
yeah,
You gotta realize too, people's diets is like completely different in different parts of the world. So people tend to have like different reactions to stuff.
that's true.
Kind of like
So
us Americans, we like everything supersized. You know,
oh yeah, goddamn yeah.
you go to the one thing we don't learn is portion control.
Oh, looks
You go
like
to
the in chat poll has ended, and a vote of 3 to
oh,
Burrito. Burrito wins this topic for chat. But go on, say
currently.
yeah. Currently, what were
No,
you
but yeah,
saying?
so like compared to like if you go to like Japan and you get a large size and it's like smaller than our small.
Yeah, yeah,
And it's just like, oh, it's all about portion controlling.
yeah.
So,
Just
but yeah, no, that's what I mean. So going back to the subject of burrito and tacos, like I usually like burrito because like half the time it's either drive through or if I do order like a plate, I would get it like to go if I'm gonna
mm-hmm,
order that specifically.
mm-hmm.
And then I tend to just like pop it open at the red light
No,
and take
yeah,
a bite.
yeah, 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 yeah. It's handheld as hell.
You know, yeah. If I sit, like I said, I don't think I've ever genuinely had a burrito or taco like at a sit down.
Really? You've always on the
I'm
go
no for a burrito and taco,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. For that's what I mean. Yeah,
Yeah. I'll do like Spanish or Mexican food, no problem. Like
I gotta,
there's more to it than just that.
I gotta say though,
Um
if it comes to you driving, A
It's burrito.
burrito, it would be a burrito because I can
Yeah, because taco
imagine
just
you.
falls apart.
No, that's what I was thinking. Like, I can
Yeah.
imagine you driving, and then like you're trying to eat a taco with one hand, but you're like, it's everywhere. You take
And then
one
you have to
bite,
turn
it's
sideways.
every yeah,
You have to
exactly.
turn sideways with it, and you're just asking for it. You're just
It's
asking for an
just
accident.
it's not a very handheldy as
Yeah.
handheldy as a taco is. It's not very
Yeah.
like versatile when you're like out when you're on the go. I think
Yeah, and
burrito can
if
hold
anything,
itself.
if Taco Bell has taught me anything, that it spoiled me with the crunch wrap.
Oh gosh.
That is like the easiest thing to eat when
Oh
you're on the
man.
road. It's just a crunch wrap. You just go.
Hey Sean. Bubble says, I'm sad now. We don't really have any Mexican restaurants. The one we wanted to try recently closed down. Oh,
Oh goodness.
that's dang.
And who's to say if it's like truly authentic in any way?
That's true. I mean, we're no the only authentic
Because
is
the thing
like
is, I have nothing to compare it to.
that is true.
You know,
We
I can like I'm not saying it isn't authentic any of the places that we go to,
mhm,
but I have nothing to I haven't been to Mexico or
yeah.
like southern parts of the US where they
Mhm.
serve, and and at the same time is the meats are different.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Just because it says use chicken, the chicken that we have here is not going to be the same chicken that,
Mhm.
the
Mhm.
pollo that you have in. Oh, I went to a pollo loco when I went to um
How is that?
Vegas. Vegas, and I get it, it's fast food, so I know I'm probably going to catch heck for this, but I was just like amazed by it.
Their chicken's good.
Yeah, and then everyone's just like, it's fine. I'm like, it's because you don't have it. It's because we don't have it. But
Yeah.
at the same time, it's like I genuinely did enjoy it outside of the fact that we don't have it here.
Yeah.
Like I'll say it, like I know everyone's all about the in and out for the you West Coasters and everything. It's fine to me.
Which I don't understand, but yeah.
Yeah. And everyone's like, oh, it's great, it's great. It's because you don't have it very often most times. But if you like for the price, oh, I'm all for in and out.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah.
It's dirt cheap. Or like Five Guys, everyone's raving for Five Guys. I think it's no.
I
I think
think
it's meh.
the one here is crappy. I brought
It
this up
is.
before. Like I'm
Yeah.
not paying $25 for a okay burger and a
Yeah, I
greasy bag of
remember
fries.
some other people from like some of the other viewers in the mainland were saying that yeah, the Five Guys that we have here isn't what Five Guys is. So I'll if I ever fly up to the mainland again, I'll definitely try an actual Five Guys and
Make a
see
video of
what's
it.
up.
Yep.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's pretty much all we have to say about that, huh?
It's just
Okay.
oh yeah, speaking of which, when it comes down to like your burrito and stuff,
Uh-huh.
what goes into yours?
Ooh, good question.
You might want to change your title, by the way.
I did.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Trying to think of like
Oh
stuff.
yeah, there it is. I got see it.
So the meat part always changes.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I'm in for beef, sometimes I'm for chicken.
So when you
Uh,
talk beef, do you say like the ground stuff or steak?
Frick, that even depends too.
Yeah. Yeah,
That
exactly,
really
right?
does depend too, because
Yeah.
like sometimes I'm like, I want that ground beef in my burrito, but sometimes I want
Mm-hmm.
that steak, that real good steak.
Mm-hmm.
So the meats I can't really tell you exactly what I want. It just depends on how I feel that day. But usually I would just have lettuce, add some of that tomato. There's this green sauce that they have. I
Mm-hmm.
forgot. Is it like a green
Yeah, I
chili
just call it.
kind of
I've always
sauce?
just call it like green sauce.
Sour
Yeah.
cream. I think that's just it. Yeah, that's just. I'm trying to think of more. Just yeah, the lettuce, tomatoes, the sauce, the cream, sour cream. I can't
No
eat.
beans, no cheese,
Oh yeah, so yeah, cheese. Obviously the cheese. Yeah. How can
salsa, the picante. There's a
I?
lot that goes into it, man.
Yeah, I'll have the picante. I can't have avocado though, so that I can't. So that's already like
I'll do
out
the
the question.
refried beans in mine too.
I
Refried and
don't.
regular beans,
I'm not a
like black
bean
beans and
guy.
refried.
I'm not a bean
Mm-hmm.
guy, so I can't.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna put beans in mine.
Yeah.
But
Of course.
so the two things I won't have in my burrito would be the avocado because I can't have, and then the beans.
I've never seen anyone put avocado in it unless you're like Southern California bougie. I really don't know.
Or guacamole.
I've never.
Wait, you haven't seen people like put guacamole?
I
in
can
it?
see the guacamole, but like I've seen people do the sliced avocado thing. I'm like, I would
Why?
have just made guac out of it
Yeah, I would have just made guac.
and make it even more like tastier.
long as the steak is not overcooked and chewy, says Bubble. Yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
a given.
Yeah.
That's a given.
You don't want to eat like a really soft burrito and just have like the one piece of meat just like giving you trouble.
Whenever I do steak, I'll cook it rare for my burrito, and then I'll slice it up, and then I finish it off in the oven for a little while.
Yeah.
Just to get a nice little like. Yeah, because I don't really like frying my burrito. And I know some people, they just wrap it and then just eat it straight. I'm like, that's fine too.
I want my.
But I tend to like either bake it or maybe a little bit of a fry
I
just
want
to
that
kind of like.
tortilla to be just toasted or something.
Yeah, because it locks it in too.
Yeah. Locks in the.
Because then, like, when you fold it, it doesn't just fall apart.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're like
also locks in
gluing
the
it
flavor.
basically.
Okay, so we had what would you put in a burrito, Dane? What is
Mine's has to have beans.
Okay.
I'm always been a bean guy. Beans, cheese, like any kind of cheese, honestly, just not American, to be honest.
Yeah.
And I don't know why. I mean, it's just the usual, queso.
Queso. Ooh, yeah.
And then I usually love it when they have either like a salsa or a guacamole.
Ooh.
And then the lettuce, tomato, a little bit of sour cream. I've been more, I guess, more health conscious about it. So I mean, it's not really health conscious getting a burrito, but so instead of sour cream, I'll do the Greek yogurt.
Oh, okay. Oh, they do that. I never.
And then Greek. Okay, I'll tell you right now. You get plain Greek yogurt. It tastes exactly like sour cream.
I believe you. So I'm gonna try that. Yeah, I'll definitely try.
It tastes just like sour cream, and it's a much healthier alternative. I wouldn't use the word healthier, but it's a better alternative than sour cream in itself.
I see.
Yeah, and then I'm usually more partial towards like chicken or any kind of fish.
Fish. That sounds.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I actually have never had a fish burrito or
Wahoos.
Wahoos. Ooh.
That's the one in Ward.
Yeah.
I've had their fish tacos and their burritos, and it's really, really good.
Bubble says slightly off topic, but because we can't get Mexican here, I love making it, and I make a mean ostrich mince nachos. That is an exotic
ostrich. Yeah,
flavor.
I don't even know if we. Are we allowed to have that here?
I don't think so.
I can't confirm or deny.
Same.
Yeah.
There are some meats that we cannot get here, though. I can tell you that much.
That is like legal everywhere else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
and I don't.
Just shipping or something too.
Not just that. I think.
Is there also like a health reason like we're not getting those?
It can, because I think it's majority of the time it's agricultural based.
Oh. I mean, is that like a parasite in the meat that we need to be careful of? I don't know. Okay.
That's usually what it is. Or if a specific meat carries a certain thing that can, I mean, this is just an example. Obviously, it's not going to happen, but something that like rabies, if we had like raccoon meat or something,
Oh God, yeah, you're right. You're totally right.
Yeah, So not saying it, but it's because it's better regulated elsewhere. That's why other countries or like the mainland is able to do it and Hawaii isn't.
Yeah, we're very strict on our agricultural laws. Very.
Yeah.
They literally have you sign.
Even cheeses. You can't even do like cheese curds.
Yeah,
you can't get cheese curds here.
How did Grimm got curds here?
No, you can bring it with you. You can't ship it.
You just can't ship it. Oh, okay.
It can't be shipped, but you can if you he flew it in with his check-in.
Okay.
And it has to be like sealed. It can't just be like a Ziploc bag or anything. So yeah, that's the only way he was able to bring it, and yeah,
man, it's pretty good. Try to get double cream Greek yogurt, otherwise the texture is too soupy. Double cream Greek yogurt.
Or it can be. Most times I just get any kind of like Greek, even the one that you can just like the Yoplait, the one you just eat it.
Yeah.
And you just whisk it. You just whisk it a lot.
All right.
Add a little bit of texture, but I can understand. Yeah, it does get soupy. But if you're only gonna use it for like a small glob for your burrito or taco, it's not really a big deal.
Yeah. Charlie Boy 808 says tacos.
Charlie says tacos.
Charlie says tacos.
Charlie is tacos.
Okay, I think the thing that we came
Charlie Taco 808.
We came to with this discussion. Burrito is a good filler and good handheld. Taco is more like a
I don't know. Like I said,
Appetizer? Would it be
unless you give, yeah, most times.
because it's like it's very messy, so you
In
don't want
terms
to
of
walk with
portion
it.
size, yeah, in terms of
Yeah,
portion size, tacos are not gonna be
it's not gonna fill
as
you up.
prevalent as a burrito.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
Unless you have like unless you get like that party pack.
yeah. Oh,
Um
dude, that reminds me. Holy crap, the 12 pack from Taco Bell was like the
I
one
know I
thing
still what
I'd
you
buy.
and Erica got. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd
Remember when
still
it used
buy
to be
it.
10? You remember when it used
Yeah,
to be
dude.
10?
Yeah.
The grande pack, and then it's like, and now it's like 12 or something. Like, oh my god.
Charlie says I can fill you up if you eat enough of them. Well, I'm not saying so. Like, if we're going to an authentic, I don't know. Like sometimes people give you only three pieces. Sometimes they'll just give you.
Most common portion size is 3. Like I remember,
So
I think your
yeah.
birthday at Dave and Buster's, I had the tacos because
Oh yeah.
it was like my keto thing, so it was
Yeah
like a
yeah
vegan
yeah.
taco, and so I had that, and it was a tray of 3. They were fine. I was definitely still hungry,
Yeah.
but I think that's just me being fat
So unless you
more
want to buy
than the actual
more,
food itself. Yeah,
yeah. Bubble says I know there are strict regulations on
but
ostrich meat products because we are one of the few countries that produce it and ship it worldwide. Oh,
yeah,
huh.
but yeah, tacos. In a nutshell, I feel like it's more servable,
Yeah,
servable platter
it does take a
type
little
of
while for a
deal,
burrito, and it is like
and then burritos more like personal. This is mine.
yeah, that is a good point. Yeah.
you know, so like if you're within a group, I would say get tacos because they're more shareable. They're
Mhm.
easier to whip up. You can make a lot of them.
Unless you're
Burritos, like, all right,
yeah.
personal.
Yeah, this is mine's.
This
Charlie
is your
says food trucks here,
personal.
it's like how many you want? I'll take 5.
Yeah, no kidding, huh?
Hmm. All right.
And then, oh, another one that I usually love to get is the carne asada ones.
Oh gosh, the
Those are
carne
so good.
asada.
Yeah, because they use shoyu. That's why. Dude,
Those
you put
carne
anything with shoyu in it, you got me. You got me hooked already.
asada.
It's my guilty pleasure. It really is.
My guilty pleasure before was literally just rice and shoyu. That was my snack as a kid.
It still trips me out about Erica, and
What?
like I'm not about her coffee rice thing.
Yeah. I've yet to try
It's
that.
it's no, no, I'm not. I don't think of it as gross or anything like
Yeah,
that. I
no,
think
I'm
it's
not.
like fascinating,
Because the way
but
she just says like, she's like, one
yeah,
day I will make this for you. It's like, I'm
but
waiting because I want to
it's just
try it.
funny because I remember the first time she mentioned it, she was wording it like it's a regular thing amongst everyone. I'm like, it's not.
It's not, yeah. But
But I
hey,
don't see
she,
it. I don't. Yeah, no, I don't see it as like something like, ew, who would ever do something like
yeah,
that? I'm just like, no, it's fine.
I would
I don't. I
definitely
don't
try that.
see. I
I'm
don't see it as bad
excited.
at all.
I'm excited for her to cook it for me
So
one
what do you
day.
mean? What do you mean make it for you? It's just like you just pour black
Because
coffee over it, right? Is that it?
the way I want
You just
her,
sauce it?
I guess so. She just pours it. So like
Yeah.
I just want her to make it for me. And cuz she knows what it is. So
Hmm.
I want her vision and her taste to be sent to me. You know how it is.
Yeah. 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 No,
Right,
I get it.
Charlie. I'm good at work.
So yeah, it was always curious. It was like when I saw that, I was like, oh, that's interesting.
I think the only thing
'Cause, like,
I tried for myself was that the strawberries and sour cream and brown sugar. That
mm,
I tried by myself, which was
that's really
good.
good though.
That's really
Yeah.
good.
And then like I know for like people think I'm weird because I do the whole salt on watermelon. Apparently, a lot of people don't do that.
Really? I've heard
Yeah.
about that a couple times, yeah.
Yeah. And then I also do the mayonnaise in my chili.
I don't like that
And,
actually.
but no, I can understand if people don't like it or not. But it's like people
Yeah.
are like, "Oh, who does that?" I'm like, to be honest, every time I go to Zippy's, they always give me a side of mayo, or they ask me if I want a side of mayo,
Zippy's
and it
does
was
have good
just
chili, yeah. The chili mochos.
exactly, and I've never, and so I thought this was a normal thing, so I just started eating it. I'm like, this is fine, and like people do sour cream on their chili, it's not that far off.
I do salt and grapes, says Bun Bun. Oh, that's
I've done
interesting.
salted grapes. I've done salted grapes. It's
Wait,
good too.
okay,
Yeah.
so we're going off tangent, but that's okay because we're almost done with the topic in like 4 minutes. What does the salt do? What does the salt on the fruit do to the
The salt on the watermelon adds a little bit more of a like a flavor burst.
really?
Um, yeah. So if you put a little bit of salt on it, you'll taste the salt. It adds that little bit of a saltiness to it, obviously. But
Enhances
it
the
really
sweetness.
enhances the flavor of the watermelon.
That's
So it
interesting.
really brings it out. Just trust me. I mean, don't put a whole bunch.
Oh
And just
yeah,
so
yeah, yeah.
you just take your salt shaker and like you like slice watermelon and just shake a little bit over the top and then just and then it's like
Okay.
whoa.
It's like
Be ready for like more watermelon flavor though. That's all I'm
more.
gonna tell you.
Okay, okay. I mean, I
Yeah.
do like my watermelon, so I would like to
Yeah.
enhance the flavor with it. Slurp, slurp.
Yeah. So salted watermelon, yeah. And then the grapes, the same thing. It really enhances it, brings it out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bubble says at the restaurant I
The
used to work at, we made a watermelon and feta salad. Oh wow,
That's cool.
that's interesting.
Um Bunba needs to try cotton candy grapes if she hasn't already. And if she
Cotton.
has, she needs to freeze them and then eat them.
Is it like
Game
wait,
changer.
cotton candy grapes? What is?
Mm-hmm.
Is
It's a
that?
type of grape. It's a type of grape.
It's not the one that you get from like the.
Very, very sweet. And they're in season like in a weird pattern.
Oh, that is weird.
I usually have to get them from Whole Foods, and it's like if you get a chance to get them, try it and then freeze them. Put them in the freezer and then just eat them right out of the freezer.
All
You don't
right.
have to worry about them
When
like being
you
rock hard or anything.
when you go and get these, can you tell me
Yeah,
because I
I'll
would
bring.
love to
I'll
go
bring.
buy. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like I add salt in my buttercream frosting, it enhances the flavor and takes away the sickly sweet sugar. I That's interesting. I never knew like salt can do that for you for sugary stuff.
Cotton candy grapes are like super sweet. So if you like the sweetness, it's like yeah.
Okay.
That's why it's called cotton candy because people like it. It reminds them of eating cotton candy.
Huh.
Yeah,
All right.
so
With
good,
that
so
ends the
good.
debate topic for the
Burritos.
first thing: the burritos versus tacos.
Burritos for the convenience. Tacos if I want to eat a lot.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh my god, yeah.
That's like the easiest way to describe it.
That's the best way to come out of this
Yeah.
topic. But yeah, that's it for this one. For those who are listening on the YouTube channel, we're gonna take a quick break. But for those who are listening on the stream, what's up? All right, put the ad
Just
here.
cut it.
Are you hungry? Do you need to go out and get sustenance? Well, when you're out shopping and looking for your next meal, consider canned soup. Canned soup has all the nutrients you need in order to survive your next meal. Canned soup also comes in a variety of flavors: chicken, beef, noodle, and the original soup flavor.
I'm hungry, but also thirsty.
Well, guess what? Canned soup is both a drink and a meal. You don't need that pesky non-canned soup fluids to accompany your canned soup. Need a meal on the go? Well, canned soup will also accompany you with its canned holders, so you can jog and eat simultaneously. No need to worry about spills or decrease of canned soup consumption. Here are some testimonials for canned soup.
Canned soup has been a real treat since I got hooked on it. The taste is exquisite and it kills hunger within the first sip. My favorite flavor is the beef flavor because it's packed with protein. I use it for after workout meals, and let me tell you, it beats the shit out of those lame ass protein shakes. Nothing beats canned soup, and I will always take it with me on the go.
I'm in college, so I can't afford a lot of food, and I tend to stay up late at night working on my assignments. I get so hungry, and energy drinks no longer keep me up. But with canned soup, I feel like I can run a mile or two. Canned soup is both cheap and hunger ending.
Canned soup is so good. I no longer need to eat the rest of the food pyramid. Toss out that stinky roast chicken, cause canned soup is here to stay. I eat it for breakfast, lunch, dinner, even as a midnight snack. I'm happy that canned soup is in my life. There's absolutely no way I go back to other foods and drinks because my tummy is hungry for some canned soup.
Canned soup is the leading brand to lead the future generations to end world hunger. Canned soup is the only way to survive. Consider canned soup. Welcome back, everybody. I hope you enjoyed that ad that I don't know what I made, but I'm sure I'll have fun with it. Anyways, we're on to our second topic. Tonight's second topic is nigiri versus maki. Now, for those who don't know, those two are actually like a Japanese dish and it involves seafood, I think. Don't get me wrong, right?
Majority of the time,
Majority
it's
of the
seafood.
things is seafood. but I
It's
understand.
essential. It's the idea of sushi.
Yes, sushi. We're delving into the world of sushi. And so there are two different types of dishes when it comes to sushi. Actually, there's more. There's actually the third one, isn't there? Sashimi.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to go talk about two types of sushi. We're going to go nigiri and maki. I thought it was nigiri versus sashimi. No.
Nigiri and sashimi is the idea of sashimi is without the rice.
Yeah, sashimi is just full on fish, or
Yeah.
full on whatever fish. Nigiri is the little bite size with rice, so it has the tiny rice. Some restaurants
Where usually the protein is usually
some
laid
don't.
on top of it.
Yeah, and then the protein's laid. It has a thin layer of the protein on top. Some restaurants may put a thin slice of wasabi. Some don't. But it's just that's pretty much the
Mhm.
basics of a nigiri. A maki is a type of sushi made in rolls. So in a maki roll, the fish, vegetables, or other ingredients are rolled up inside a seaweed, nori, and vinegared
Sushi rice.
Yeah,
Vinegared
sushi
rice is sushi rice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The outside may be sprinkled with fish, roe, sesame seed, or other
Yeah.
ingredients. So we're just doing a small bite-sized nigiri or a whole roll of maki. And there's not really a bad answer to this. There really is not.
It's
Because there
with
are
any of these answers, it's always coming down to preference.
Yeah. Excuse me.
M-
I
Maki is the idea of basically the burrito. It's the same thing. You can pack it. You can pack it. You can do stuff to it. You can add all different kinds of stuff. Usually, if you don't, and I've seen this a lot too. People who don't really enjoy the fishiness of sushi. I know it sounds really redundant saying that. Tend to lean towards the maki because you have the other mixed vegetables and stuff that's mixed into it usually.
packed with rice and seaweed.
Packed with and then sauce and everything, however they do it.
I getcha.
Sashimi, the rice is there to help with your palate. That's
Yeah.
usually what it's there for.
I normally don't go for sashimis because I don't like just eating straight up fish. I need my
Exactly.
rice with it. Some people
So
do.
you'll get it in nigiri.
Yeah, I'd usually just get it in nigiri form.
So the idea of the sashimi is the piece of fish or whatever meat that goes on top of the rice.
Mm-hmm.
When sashimi is placed on top of the rice, then it becomes nigiri.
Nigiri. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bit of a education.
That's yeah. And then people have seen they still wrap a little bit of seaweed around it. That's kind of more like aesthetic. It really isn't. That's really nothing. That's just more aesthetic. Or if they do like massive size ones, they kind of hold it together.
Yeah.
The idea is if you need stuff to hold your sushi together, you're not preparing it right.
Mm-hmm.
Because the vinegared rice sticks well. It sticks well in itself where it's not gonna need to really hold it together, and if it does, then it's just not the same kind of rice.
Yeah. Bubble says
They don't use the same kind of grade.
but prefer nigiri. I can't deal with the taste of too much nori. Oh wow, yeah.
Yeah, it's understandable.
I mean, this is coming from two guys who were born and raised with nori. I would
No,
assume,
even
Dane.
still,
Yeah.
nori.
It is an acquired taste sometimes, isn't it?
I feel like it's more tasteless on its own. You know, it helps enhance and binds everything together.
Yeah.
I
mean, don't get me wrong. I love
Yeah.
dried out seaweed, but seaweed in the sea, I hate it.
You eaten like straight
No,
saltwater seaweed. I'm like, what do you
I can't
mean?
touch that shit. I get
No.
I get
Oh,
heebie-jeebies.
like you could, but it's funny because it's like 2 feet from the shore.
Exactly. I
And it's just like-
I don't like touching seaweed. It is
See,
just
so you look for that open, bright patch in the water, and like,
Exactly.
there, I'll go there.
talk to
If it's too dark, it's
Erica.
probably
Talk to Erica, and our first beach day, she had to swipe away all the seaweed away from me because I was like,
Aw.
ah. So I am not a big fan of seaweed. in the
I
sea.
usually prefer nigiri because you tend to get better cuts of fish.
Yeah, that makes
Most
sense.
makis tend to be more longs of a more can't really say mass produced, but that's really the best way to explain it.
Hmm.
Because hence they're doing the roll, and usually when they cut it up, you get about maybe 6 to 8
Hmm.
pieces out of it. So they tend to use more of like a cheaper fish usually.
Usually.
Because that's why they slam it in with usually some like a California roll where they have like the avocado and all that other
Yeah.
fixins. Oh, I'm sorry, that's just not me. I am all about the flavor of the fish, so I'll always get nigiri. You have it, and then you have your nigiri, and then you dip it in your wasabi, and then you dip it in your shoyu, and you put the entire thing in your mouth. If you take a bite out of it, if you do that in Japan, unless you're a child or if they're very tiny, it's an insult. You do
Yeah.
not bite. You consume whole, and then you stuff your squirrel mouth.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
You squirrel mouth it.
Nigiri is meant to take one bite out of
You take it's a one bite. Yeah.
because you
You shove
are
that entire thing in your mouth. Yeah.
you are giving the chef the time to like taste what his fresh fish he's like
Mhm.
what he's got his stock.
Hmm.
Uh, yeah, I would go for a nigiri, but some dishes I like as a maki. Uh, majority of the time, it literally is just shrimp tempura rolls. Those are like that's the only maki I'll go for.
I don't even consider that maki at that point.
I meant
But I mean, I get it. I just don't.
yeah.
It's fine.
There's this one roll me and Erica always get when we go to her favorite sushi spot, and
Mm.
it just has shrimp tempura,
Mhm.
and for some reason avocado, and I can't
Yeah, it's
have
just
avocado.
straight tempura.
I swear there's something else, but I forget.
Um,
But yeah.
and it's like, yeah, it's like kind of thing. Because even with stuff too, like every time we go to any kind of restaurant and everything, my wife always looks for chirashi.
Chirashi.
Chirashi. For those that don't know, it's a giant bowl of sushi over rice.
Yeah.
So if you take all the nigiris and you combine the rice at the bottom, and then you put all that layers of fish into like more like a mixed platter of everything, that's chirashi, and it's one of the best things.
Basically, if you don't like how you have to eat an entire nigiri, just go for the chirashi because you can just like, take
Yeah.
your time with that.
It's a bowl. It's a
literally
bowl
is
with
just a
the layer of
bowl and
rice
you can take your
underneath.
time
Yeah.
with it. Yeah.
Yeah. That's like the ultimate, like, I want nigiri, but put it all in one.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
This is all I want in my nigiri. Now put it in the chirashi.
These are the different ones. Put it in. Yeah.
That's funny. Yeah. I want sushi now, dude. This was a bad idea talking about sushi because I
No,
kind
it's
of now
not.
want.
Where do you go? Where's your place
Okay,
of choice?
I'm when it comes to delivering from Bite Squad,
You,
I am
you
currently trying to
no
find
no no no
a
no
fulfillment.
no 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 not this Bite Squad crap.
Oh,
No,
are we
you're gonna
talking
go.
about we're talking about like if we were not in pandemic, where are we going? Where am I
Yeah.
going? Okay. There is this like I said, so me and Erica she introduced me to this place and we've gone a lot of times. It's usually like a place where you go to celebrate whatever happens.
Mhm.
So it's this place in Kapolei, which is like west side of Oahu.
Mhm.
I think it's called Kozoku Sushi or something like that.
I know where that is. Yeah.
It's by the Costco in Kapolei,
Mm-hmm.
and
Mhm.
that is Erica's most favorite, and it's something that I will love to go to every time.
I need to take you. It's more on the higher end.
I would love to try high end
Um,
sushi. You kidding me? I would love to
It's
go.
called. It's in Macaulay.
Cully, okay.
Izakaya Tore Tore.
Oh, that sounds familiar.
One of my friends is dating one of the chefs there,
Oh.
and I've just been seeing nothing but like the best stuff from him.
Okay, so once
And then that place, it's a little bit on the higher end, but man, is it good.
okay, so why don't we plan a day we go there? Like once,
We'll
like
go tomorrow.
tomorrow? I can't.
Yeah. No, I don't mean like actually eat there or anything like that. No, we're still in the era we're still doing the Backstreet Boys World Tour. Okay,
Yeah,
I
you're
know.
right. It's still there. It's
So I understand that.
tickets
So
are still
until
present.
exactly, so we can still,
I can't
you
tomorrow.
you
Actually, I'm going grocery shopping with Erica.
yeah, grocery shopping for some sushi. And you can sit in your car, I'll sit in my car. We'll hop on Discord and we'll do the podcast.
Hey guys, it's like really like
We're eating this
the
live,
microphone's so
yeah.
bad. Yeah.
Yeah, no, bring your setup and a power
I'm bringing
generator.
my
We'll record it live.
setup. You kidding me? I would love to make a mobile setup for podcast, but no, not right now.
So are we gonna get a Debate Times van?
God, that
then
I would
we
love to do
put it
that in
all
the
together?
future. God,
So when are we getting the van, Justin?
when we get the office,
And we set up like a table in
when
the
we get
van
the
so we
Debate
can
Times
all
podcast office.
yeah, we'll soundproof the whole van and everything. We'll set it up with like a with its own hotspot so that way we
would
can
actually
upload
be
immediately and
that
stream
would
immediately.
be a pretty good idea. Like we literally like, all right, this is where we are. Here we are in the van.
Yeah,
And then we
in
actually
the van.
go to
You're
a
eating it in the
restaurant.
van.
Yeah, we eat it.
Mhm.
That's not a bad idea, Dane. Because not
And
only are we going to be there,
technically-
it's fresh. It is the fresh food. We're not
Technically,
gonna drive
we can
somewhere.
still social gather for under 5, so it'd just be you and me.
But we need to get a van. I'm not paying for a van right now.
No, that's fine. We'll take it out of the Debate Times budget. It's fine. We'll just charge it to the
the
card.
debate
Or-
times loan.
Or to join Patreon. No.
Dane, what happened to our Patreon money?
Nah. Kate's like, why do I keep getting 2FA notifications for the PayPal account? Can you just tell me what it is?
Yeah,
worry about it.
just what is it?
Yeah, don't worry. Just what's the number? Yeah.
Oh my god.
So yeah, and then we'll go pick up Bun and we can be like, well, we're meeting with the community. Tax write off.
Not wrong. Again, not wrong. That could totally
we're setting up meet and greets. The tax write off.
tax write off. Oh my god. That's not too bad of an idea though. That would sound like a fun.
No,
idea.
that's fraud. That is fraud.
No, I'm not saying. No, I'm not saying about we're taking. You know, I'm talking about
you mean the
whole
van
idea, not how we're
Dude,
gonna
I would deck it
procure a
out.
van. That
We
would be
wouldn't-
pretty interesting because we
Dude,
will.
we'll just go to like Lone Star and we'll go to like get like a cheap $1,500 van and we'll just make sure it has AC.
We'll
and
give it to
then
the
we'll-
two mechanic
and then-
car dude.
Perfect. No, yeah, we'll just go to Jamie and Nadia and be like, hey, make this work. And then Jamie's a sound guy, so even better, he'll know how to soundproof the hell out of that van. And here we go. Debate Times on the road. Debate
That-
Times World Tour 2020.
Pocket that idea. I'm gonna we'll pocket the idea.
Debate
for
Times
later.
Island Tour 2020.
If that picks up, then I will totally be up for doing that.
Also, we do have an in. I know I'm going a little bit on a tangent. I'll stop after this. We do have an in when it comes to getting sales for a van. We do know someone who used to work in the rental car industry,
You're not wrong.
and they do have connections.
We'll
Yeah,
pocket the idea.
yeah.
We'll pocket the idea for the moment.
2021 Debate Times World Tour.
But what I have to have again is the Korean food I had for my. Oh yeah, that's right. Bubble had her first Korean food for the like.
Nice. What did they get?
What did you get, Bubble? While we wrap
What
up
was
the
what was the Korean
topic?
food?
Actually, has it been 30 minutes? I actually.
Oh
wanna
yeah,
check.
yeah. No, so while we continue with that, for nigiri, what is your usual? Which one do you usually go for? What do you usually get?
Okay, so depending on the restaurant, this is okay. No, actually, for all restaurants, I judge the restaurants. I judge the restaurant that we go to by 3 types of nigiris: the ahi, the salmon,
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
and the ebi. Those are the 3 things you cannot mess up. If
You
you
always
do,
get shrimp.
I love my shrimp, dude. I can't have
Yeah,
crab,
yeah.
so I love my shrimp.
Mhm.
Sometimes if I'm in the mood, I'll go for a tamako or egg nigiri because that's usually
That's-
like the palate cleanser of like the sushi.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I was like that's really
and then I go for my
eh.
maki or my bowls, but I don't normally get an egg until I am either really hungry or I'm just looking for a palate cleanser.
Do you get the if you go to Genki Sushi, you can get a spam nigiri.
I was gonna mention that, like, if I'm at Genki's, I maybe wanted to go for a spam
You get
nigiri
a spam musubi.
or the hot
That's all
dog
it
one,
is.
or the hot
Yeah,
dog
the
one.
hot dog
They
one.
have a hot dog nigiri, and
The
it
red
laughs,
Redondo's
makes
hot
me
dog.
laugh.
Yeah.
But yeah. So I'll judge a restaurant just by their 3 types of nigiris. Those 3s.
Mm.
Uh,
I always every single chance I get would be unagi. Always unagi.
yes,
If those that know what unagi is, it's eel.
it's eel. It's a bit on the
Freshwater eel. Freshwater
chewy side.
eel.
Is it fresh?
Yeah.
Oh my god! I've had this conversation with Gmer, and I swear I told her unagi is saltwater eel because it makes sense that we don't have freshwater eel here. We just have saltwater. But does it really unagi really mean freshwater eel?
Yes.
Oh
Yes.
my god! I'm an idiot. Oh my god! Apparently, I don't know my unagi.
Saltwater eels anago.
Anago. Okay.
Unagi anago.
Okay. Now I know. Oh my god, I'm so dumb.
Unagi has always been freshwater.
But yeah, so unagi is eel, freshwater eel, and it has is a bit on the chewy side.
Bundling gets the French fries. No, it's the potato.
It's the fried
No, they
fried
just call it potato. They just call it potato. Yeah. It can be chewy. If it's chewy, I think you're not cooking it right.
Yeah.
Usually it falls apart easily.
Okay.
It melts in your mouth mostly.
Okay.
I've never had chewy unagi, and I feel like that's pretty.
I never
Weird.
have a unagi, so I just
Yeah, so
Oh.
usually I go for that, and I do the same thing like you. I get the typical sashimis of like the ahi and the salmon and stuff. I'll get that as much as possible.
There was this one restaurant in Kapolei. That's not the same place. It was in
Mhm.
the shopping center, the Kapolei shopping center.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if they're still there,
Is it
but
the one next to the LNL?
it's by Cookie Corner.
Yeah. Oh no, that's a different one. That's the one by the Panda Express and the former
There
GameStop.
was there, yeah. So it was by the former GameStop.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think, but I never liked that place because they would their cut for the nigiri was super like large. Like, it was thick. I couldn't finish it.
No,
in
at
one
that
bite.
point, they usually most of these places that do those like takeout style stuff, they usually give you 2 pieces of nigiri, and they
Yeah.
make them like big size so that way that one order is a portion instead of just a typical nigiri at a sushi bar when you're like sitting in front of the chef and he's preparing it and everything for you.
Uh-huh.
They're all sampler sized,
Oh.
for lack of a better term. That's how most of them is consumed because you're there for an experience. You're not there because you're hungry.
You just want the experience. Oh, okay. Makes
Yeah.
sense.
Whenever you go to a sushi bar, you're there for an experience. You're there for the chef to treat you to his culture and his style. If you want to just be like, I'm hungry, then you go visit those places, and that's when they give you the fat ones. Then you don't have to eat the whole thing in one bite. That's fine.
Okay.
That's why usually whenever you get any type of nigiri, you get multiples, and they start giving it, only 1 or 2 pieces at a time,
Yeah.
as they prepare, because you're there to not necessarily get full. That's why Genki is like the McDonald's sushi, where it's just like you just pile up the plates and you
it
just
is
go.
fast food. Yeah, it is fast
Yeah,
food.
it really
seafood,
is.
Or
Um,
sushi.
Yeah.
And we don't go
But
there.
if you go to a traditional bar, it's like if you go to like Kabuki and you sit at the bar, it's a lot
Yeah.
more different. It's a different experience,
I don't know
and it's
why,
way better.
but every time we go to Genki's, every time, it has happened for the past 4 times we've tried.
You get sick.
No, Erica finds hair in her food. Every
Oh.
time.
Oh my!
I don't find hair in my food, but she does. It's like she's cursed. Genki's just curse her for some reason. And like
Mm,
the last time was like, I'm giving it one more chance, and if I'm disappointed, we're never
trance.
coming. So we go there, and like 2 or 3 dishes later, there's hair in her food. So what? The frick?
Oh
I don't
wow.
I don't understand. Like these like it's fast food sushi, but it's also very
Mhm.
like unsanitary. It's
Mhm.
freaking gross. And like we brought it up to one of the waitresses, and she's like, "Oh, do you want me to dispose of that?" Like she wasn't gonna provide us another one, so we're not gonna be.
Yeah, if you take away the plate, then fine. You don't count
Yeah.
the
So,
plate.
warning for those who are coming to Hawaii and they see Genki sushi, just be careful.
Just because it looks cool and it has the rotary thing, and you sit at the table and you do all that stuff, and they have the choo-choo train, there's a reason why all that exists.
Yeah. So take that.
They're doing that so that way it's like, oh, this is cool. Let's go in.
Yeah.
You're not going in for the food.
You can go better. You can get better
Yeah.
sushi.
Also, here's a little life hack. Whenever you finish your plates, put it back on the belt.
What? Dane, do not teach them that. No. I thought you were serious at first. Was like, no, you cannot. For those who don't know, in order for them to tally and give you your check, the plates, they have a color, and each color is like the price of the sushi. So like you have like red plates, you have the green plates. Do not put them back on the belt.
You
Do
don't put them
not-
back.
You don't put them back. I thought you were serious. at first.
No. That's funny though, and
It
you
would
know
be
it.
funny. It's just, it would be funny.
It's like, oh man, we ate for free. That was great. We didn't get charged anything.
The lady comes back. It's like, all right, you ready for Wait, where's your plates?
The only thing they tallied you for is the one you ordered on the iPad.
Oh, yeah.
Whatever you ordered, the French fries you ordered on the tablet.
So everybody, wait, they all just came for a French fry? It doesn't make sense.
There's 4 of them at the table, and they had 1 French fry.
And then you can see like empty plates on the belt.
The chef, whoever's cutting in the back, comes out screaming.
Yeah.
What the hell's all this?
Okay, but to wrap it up for this topic, I
Oh, and for
prefer...
maki sushi, tekamaki all the way.
Oh, Tex-Mex, yeah.
Well, because it's just tuna.
Yeah.
There's nothing in it. It's just tuna and maybe a little bit wasabi. That's it. You don't put. I don't like all the. I guess like the California. You know
Yeah.
how they have all the fixings in it.
Yeah.
I don't like that. I just give me the fish, give me the rice, give me a little bit of wasabi, maybe a cucumber, and that's it.
Yeah.
And that's why I always prefer like nigiri or just even just straight. But yeah, all these fancy ones, like I've even seen like someone did like a cream cheese maki, and I'm like, what? I don't understand, you know.
Huh.
But people will do any kind of. No, people are trying to be innovative. I'll give them that.
All right. Never heard of it. But yeah,
Yeah.
that's the wrap of the second topic. I prefer nigiri, but yeah, that's it.
Yeah, same. If you want more fish, get nigiri. If you want more weird combinations, get maki.
If you want, yeah, I'd say if you want a
Maki's
dish-
easier to eat too.
It is, yeah.
Maki's a lot easier to eat. Yeah.
Nigiri is a experience.
Or if all else fails, just get the French fries and the karaage chicken.
the chicken karaage with the lemon.
Yeah. And it's funny too because you buy the bowl, it's like $7, and it's like
oh god, yeah.
it's like 2 pieces and like a
Yeah.
half scoop rice. I'm like,
Oh
this is
my
so expensive
God.
for nothing.
And even the udon or the ramen is like a tiny
Dude,
little
that's a
bowl.
sip.
Yeah,
You just done.
I'm done. Yeah, for $5. Yep, there's $5 down
Yeah.
the drain.
Yeah. Please, sir, can I have some more?
Yeah, for $5.
Here's another 5.
All right, and with that, that's
I should
gonna
have you
be-
prepare.
Prepare. Wait,
I
what?
should teach you how to prepare
Prepare what?
sushi,
I would love to learn.
like cut sashimi.
I would love to learn, dude.
Yeah, like you want to learn like how to cut a slab, or do you want to learn how to actually like descale a fish and everything?
Cut
But
a
I can
slab.
give you like I can just get you the slabs of belly and stuff,
Just
and then you can
Give me the slab.
practice that.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't
Because like
wanna-
you get
I'm
You
not.
don't know how to pick apart a fish.
I don't know. I don't know how to gut. I don't know how to scale. That's all. Like I don't know.
Debone.
Yeah, debone.
Yeah, and not waste.
All right, we're gonna take another break. I'm gonna put another ad in here. Stay tuned.
Get it.
Help! My friend is in danger.
Help! I've fallen down a hole and can't get out.
We have to do something. He's not gonna last in the hole, and those savages down below will just eat him up.
Leave me alone.
Oh, I know. I can get you to solve this problem. Yes, you listening. Comment 1 below if you want to save him with a simple rope. It's easy, effective, and I could have done that a long time ago. Comment 2 if you want me to drop this syringe of mysterious liquid to him and see if that will help him out. Whatever gets the highest votes will be the way to saving my friend, and you get to see the results on the next podcast episode. The tension is super high.
Please, just help me out. I think I broke my leg while falling. I can't move. Just get me out of here now.
You heard him, folks. The faster you vote, the faster we can get him out.
Call an ambulance.
As soon as you get out, my dear friend, please comment down below and you can help save Mon.
Ouchie.
All right, and with that, we are back. I hope you enjoyed another ad that I've created.
Thanks, Justin, for telling us how to save money on that thing.
Well, now I have to make a bit about saving money. Shoot. Thanks.
Oh, damn. I'm sorry.
All right, so for tonight, the last segment for the Debate Times podcast episode 4 is another tier list. But what kind of tier list? Well, that's a simple question and answer I can say. Wow, Justin, good. I'm not speaking well. It's a soda tier list.
Oh, I'm sitting this one out.
It's a soda tier list.
Can water be at the number 1?
Water's always god tier list.
Are you using an actual like tier maker?
Yeah.
Send me the link to that so I can follow it. Because it's really hard to, because I don't have your
Man,
stream stuff.
I can just say the soda and you can be like, oh,
Oh, I guess so, yeah.
because that's how we've been working it out.
Do we have sodas that don't exist here though, or are they all relatively we have them?
There's one that I've never heard of.
Because if you talk about Mr. Pibb, it's like I love Mr. Pibb, but we don't have that here.
Yeah, I didn't add Pip to that.
From what I'm looking at on your list, which is the one you're referring to? Because I don't. Huh?
Surge.
No, yeah, we had it. Surge
We
is a dead
have?
brand. It's a dead brand. It's a dead brand.
Oh, okay. Makes
Surge
sense.
died a long time ago. Surge was during the 90s, and then do you remember the drink Vault,
Oh, okay. I know Vault. Yeah.
where it was the hybrid energy soda?
Yes.
Surge was before that. Vault was a spiritual
Oh.
successor after Surge stopped. Surge was Coke's answer to Mountain Dew.
Oh.
And then Vault came out, and Vault was so much better. Well, I mean, a lot of people are gonna say shit otherwise, but I loved Vault so much more.
Okay.
But yeah, Surge was and I think they brought it back for a little bit. I don't even know if it's still...
I mean, I saw some recent like pictures of it, so I wouldn't be surprised if they brought it back for maybe
it
like
is.
a limited time thing. Whoops.
But yeah, Surge it was one of the first energy, quote unquote, energy drinks. It was like a hybrid.
Oh.
It was just a shit ton of caffeine. It was like, you know how like Mountain Dew has a ton of caffeine. Same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
All right.
this
Yeah.
is-
So I'll be able to rate that.
Cool. Other than that, I don't think there's a soda that. I mean, I was going off of everything I remembered, and also I used a couple websites to just make sure.
Mhm.
There were some brands I left out because there were just a little too much of their variety, and there were just ones I've never heard about, so I just didn't include them. But these are like basically what I found to be the average popular brands, and of course there are some that-
Missing.
yeah, there are some missing, so I apologize. There are the Sunkist versus Fanta. There's some Coke versus Pepsi's, and then just the one, like, I've never tried this before, but I hope people did
Mhm.
because this will be very.
I think I've had everything on your list.
Okay, perfect. So, hey everybody, this is Justin in editing. I just decided to fast forward this because it takes long, and I said in this very episode that we will be reducing the time, and it's still 2 hours because we went off a tangent. So I decided to do a bit of a fast forward, a cut and whatnot. We will get to where it stops, maybe like the couple last few sodas that we'll pick. And one thing I did forget to announce what was in the tier list for those who are listening, so I'm gonna tell them now. For God tier, we have RC Cola. Tier A, we have Dr. Pepper, Diet Dr. Pepper, A&W, Sprite, Diet Coke, and Sprite Zero. In the B tier, we have Coca-Cola, Diet Pepsi, Barks, Root Beer, Pepsi Cherry, Sierra Mist, and Schweppes Ginger Ale. In the C tier, we have Mug, Root Beer, Coca-Cola, 7-Up, Coca-Cola Cherry, Zero, sorry, yeah, Coca-Cola Cherry, and then Coca-Cola Zero, Mellow Yellow, and Surge. In D tier, we have Pepsi, Coca-Cola Vanilla, Mountain Dew Diet, and Sunkist. And we didn't push anything that is Crush or Fanta related. I think the majority of what I've been told is if you don't like it, what it is, fight me. Not me. Whoever decided not to want Fanta in it. So don't shoot me. I'm just a messenger. But yeah, enjoy the rest of the podcast.
The only Fanta I like is the fruit punch juice, not the soda.
Wait, there's a
Fanta's
Fanta.
made juice. They get canned juices.
I wish I could say so. See the vinyl. I'll check the VOD. Oh,
Well,
Kim, thank you very much for
okay,
stopping
okay.
by. Go get your dinner. Go get your food.
It's not like an actual juice, but it's a drink.
Can
It
I get
was a
another shout
beverage.
out
Kind
for Kim?
of. You know what you didn't put?
What?
You know what you didn't put? You didn't put Hawaiian Sun.
Hawaiian Sun doesn't make sodas.
Not Hawaiian Sun. What is the other one where they had? It was the blue. It was like the fruit punch soda. Hawaiian Punch.
Hawaiian
his name?
Punch? Again,
Yeah, Hawaiian
not a
Punch.
soda.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not.
Justin,
Hawaiian
it's
Punch
carbonated.
is not a soda.
Go look it up. It's
Haw-
carbonated.
Hawaiian
It's
Punch
carbonated. It is
not
carbonated.
a soda.
You sure?
I am sure.
The one with the weird dude with the
Yes!
moose antlers.
That's not carbonated. Keep it off, Justin. It is just.
I could have sworn it was
is?
carbonated.
Wait, is it not? It is not carbonated.
I could have sworn it's carbonated.
It's not carbonated.
Am I not?
It's just a juice.
Is it not?
It's just the juice.
It's just the juice.
It's just the juice.
It's just the juice. You may be right. You didn't add the Safeway Select brand Shasta.
Because I didn't know that was. Like I
Of course, they
said,
have the generic versions.
keep it. Colin's very adamant about it.
We need to do a locals only version of the Hawaiian Sun flavors. We gotta get like Erica and stuff. The Aloha Maid and the Hawaiian Sun
Oh
flavors.
God, I would totally debate. I will fight for that. Don't put it on here.
Yeah. So can we just put Sun? Okay, I tell you what. I have an alternative. We can put Sunkiss in D, and leave the rest of the sodas off the list.
Is everybody okay with that? Pepsi burns me inside. It's strong as hell. I only drink. Hey, Mega. Yeah, you didn't. We're about to wrap it up.
There you go. It's done. We didn't even use it on the list. It doesn't even get it another try.
I'm gonna, just in case it doesn't save the ones at the bottom, I'm going to take a screenshot.
I think it does.
They don't deserve to be on here. Soda list.
Are you using Light Shot as well?
I'm using
That's not Light
Snipping
Shot.
Toad. Fanta really doesn't. You guys are so. It doesn't add. Suda.
Oh, okay.
Don't know. Podcast related. That's it. There we go.
Hey, we went to 2 hours, by the way.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to condense
It's fine.
I'll
It's
just
fine.
condense it.
Oh wait, no, yeah, with the ad reads.
Ad reads.
Yeah. So if you're watching this live, you don't have to worry about any kind of ad reads. Yeah, you can support the channel. If you're listening to this on the YouTube with a spoofy, you get to listen to the ads too. I don't
I'm
know if Justin's
sure
gonna be using the spoofy.
somebody, maybe in the future. Like I said, the first batch of podcasts. This is just for the stream and YouTube.
Yeah.
Once we get more of once we start getting more numbers, people watching, that's when production quality will start rising. So
If
this
you guys
is
want to get production quality even further along, you could always subscribe.
subscribe and tell your friends about us, because that's the only way I can see Debate Time surviving. Not surviving, but improving, because
It only grows when the community helps it grow.
yeah. Well, the debate was 1.5 hours. It's just a tier list that was over time. I will just condense it. I'm just gonna cut it, if anything, because I knew the tier list is just gonna take forever. So I just had in mind was just to cut in half and then have people be like, if you want to see more of this, we'll chuck the water on my channel. Because
And to like, comment, subscribe.
I knew absolutely this was gonna take a long time. So yeah, that's gonna be it for Debate Times podcast. I hope you enjoyed. If you're watching on YouTube, please like, favorites, and subscribe, and hope to see more.
Click that
And,
notification bell to stay notified.
sure, you can do that too. You can write down in the comments what your favorite soda is, and if you do not like how the tier list was made, I'm sorry, but you can also just write feedback on the tier list. But again,
And if your tier list, and if your tier list is anything about Dr. Pepper being on the bottom, your comment gets deleted.
I ain't deleting it. I'm gonna screenshot it. But yeah, write down the comments what your favorite soda is. If you enjoyed, please let me know. I really hope you enjoyed. And I'll see you on episode 5 next week, where we talk about the Mountain Dew flavor tier list and much more. Thank you very much for stopping by. This is Debate Times. Good night.